The federal budget was just released, and one of the major topics in the budget is housing and real estate. In this video, we are going to take a look at the budget and talk about the 4 main topics pertaining to housing. Hi, my name is Matt with the Linda Maguire Team, and before we get into this video, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and if you're looking to talk about real estate or the federal budget, you can book a call with us at the link below. So let's get right into things. We're going to take a look at the budget directly from the government website here. And the first topic is building affordable homes. So you'll see here under this topic, the initiative is launching a new housing accelerator fund. So the budget 2022 proposes to provide $4 billion over 5 years, starting in 2022-2023. And this new fund will target the creation of 100,000 net new housing units over the next 5 years. Now, I think this is a great initiative. You know, there's been lots of talks over the last 2 years of the lack of supply that we've been experiencing in the market. And logically, if you build new homes, it will start to solve that lack of supply. The only thing with this is, you know, like they talk about, it's starting next year and it's, you know, going to span over 5 years. So I don't think we're going to feel the effects of this right away or even in the next year or two. Regardless of that, though, I do think this is money well spent and this is a great initiative from the government. The next main topic is helping Canadians buy their first home. And I think before we jump into this, anything that's helping first-time home buyers is a great initiative. So taking a look at the budget here, the proposal in the budget is a tax-free first home savings account. So it says the budget 2022 proposes to introduce a tax-free first home savings account that would give prospective buyers, first-time buyers, the ability to save up to $40,000. And like an RRSP, contributions would be tax deductible and withdrawals to purchase a first home, including investment income, would be non-taxable like a TFSA. So it's tax-free in, tax-free out. So like I said, I think initiatives to support first-time buyers are excellent. You know, the people and buyers that were hurt the most by the accelerating prices we've seen in the last 2 years are people that aren't in the market, and a large portion of them are first-time buyers. The government's done some other things in the past. They continue to release initiatives to help first-time buyers, and I think that is great. The only thing here is when you look at $40,000, although it's a lot of money, it's not when it comes to GTA real estate. The average deposit is about $40,000. So first-time buyers won't be saving their entire down payment tax-free, but it's still going to give them a leg up. So I think this initiative is really great as well. So the next topic is a big one on the headlines right now, and that's protecting buyers and more specifically moving forward on a home buyer's bill of rights. So the budget 2022 announces that the Ministry of Housing and Diversity and Inclusion will engage with the provinces and territories over the next year to develop and implement a home buyer's bill of rights and bring forward a national plan to end blind bidding. So blind bidding has been a big topic, and it's kind of always split between sellers and buyers. Sellers love it for obvious reasons, and buyers don't like it for obvious reasons as well. I think the big takeaway from this is it's not as easy as it may seem to pass something like this. You can see in the wording here actually that it says, you know, they develop and implement a home buyer's bill of rights and bring forward a national plan to end blind bidding. They're not saying they're going to ban blind bidding right away because they don't have the power to do that. Something like this is a provincial legislation that has to be passed. So all the federal government can do is show a proposal to the government and show why it might be beneficial, but they actually can't ban blind bidding right across the country. So I think there's going to be some hesitation from certain provinces. Doug Ford just released a video recently where he talks about this topic, and he said he believes sellers should have the right to decide how they sell their home. So essentially he is against the ban on blind bidding. There is a second part to this Bill of Rights that I do really agree with, and that is the Home Buyer's Bill of Rights could also include ensuring a legal right to a home inspection and ensuring transparency in sale prices. So I think the legal right to a home inspection could be a good thing. You know, it's like when you go to sell your car, you have to get it safetied. Should be similar for houses. You know, houses are some of the largest assets that people buy in their entire life. And in a time when you're going up against multiple offers and most of the winning offers are foregoing inspections, you know, you can do so much and you can do your homework, but sometimes there's things that you are unaware of. And I think some sort of initiative like this could be very good for consumers. So the last topic we're going to touch on is curbing foreign investment and speculation, and there's 3 little initiatives under this topic. The first is a ban on foreign investment in Canadian housing. So to make sure that housing is owned by Canadians instead of foreign investors, the budget announces the government's intention to propose restrictions that would prohibit foreign commercial enterprises and people who are not Canadian citizens or permanent residents from acquiring non-recreational residential property in Canada for a period of 2 years. So this is just a general ban on all foreign investors for residential properties in Canada. Now, when you look at the statistics, it's about less than 5%, or right around 5% of Canadian housing that's owned or purchased by foreign investors. So it's not a huge portion of the market, but that's still about 1 in every 20 homes. So I think there will be some impact that we do see from this initiative. The other thing to think of is the kickback, or what might come from this. You know, a lot of Canadians like to buy property in the warmer states in the United States. So could the US turn around and say, hey, Canadians, you're banned from buying in the US for 2 years? Possibly. We don't know yet, but we'll keep you posted as we hear any updates there. The next initiative here is making property flippers pay their fair share. So the Budget 2022 proposes to introduce new rules to ensure profits from flipping properties are taxed fully and fairly. Specifically, any person who sells a property they have held for less than 12 months would be considered to be flipping properties and would be subject to full taxation on their profits as business income. And this initiative goes into place on properties sold on or after January 1st, 2023. So this is one of those initiatives that is being passed and is going through. I'm kind of split on this one. I think there is both positives and negatives that could come from this. One thing is they did make it clear that exemptions would apply for Canadians for any life circumstances, like, death, disability, birth of a child, job move, anything like that. But it is going into place January 1st of 2023, so we will start to see the effects early next year of this initiative. And the last one is the taxing of assignment sales. So basically, if you don't know what an assignment sale is when you buy a new build property and you sell it prior to it being lived in, completed, or registered as a condo building. And the issue with assignment sales is sometimes it is investors and they're avoiding the GST and HST tax. And they make a point about it here. Currently, when a person makes a new home assignment sale, GST and HST may or may not apply, depending on the reason for purchasing the home. For example, GST and HST does not apply if the buyer initially intended to live in the home. So for example, some investors will buy these properties intending to live in the home, and then come close to closing, they will assign them or do an assignment sale, and they are avoiding GST and HST. So I think this is a good initiative as well. When we talk about the accelerator fund building 100,000 homes over the next 5 years, what if 10-15% of those go to investors? At least they are going to be charged GST and HST as they should be, because they don't intend to live in the home. They are strictly investors. So that's it for this video. We'd love to hear your feedback, so leave a comment below. Let us know what you think of the proposed changes in the budget, or what you think of our takes on this. Anyways, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon.